Hi, it's now 2 weeks since I did a dark room retreat, and we're just packing up, doing it all, cleaning up all the windows, taking everything off. So, yeah, I was going to do a video a week afterwards, but I decided to leave it 2 weeks until the process kind of settled in a little bit more. Um, yeah, it was a very, very strong course to go through in the dark like that, and whoa, like, as I said, the first couple of days, tough. Day two, tough. Day three, even getting tough. Um, just kind of sticking with it. And I think the first few days can be really, you can have a lot of aversion, and there can be a lot of emotions, a lot of issues, whatever comes up. When you're in that dark room, you can't escape it. And no matter how powerful it is when it comes up, and when you're in the rough and the tumble of those emotions, those aversions or cravings, it's just intensified in the dark room because you can't go out for a walk. If you're on doing meditation, or you're in a retreat, or you're in a meditation course, and things are getting rough, which they happen all the time, like that's the way it goes, go out for a walk, get a cup of tea, go into the woods, wander around a bit, come back, go daydream for a couple of hours, come back to your practice. You can do that. When you're in the dark, you can try and do it, but it doesn't really work. It doesn't work, it's just you and the blackness. So it's intense. That's what it is, intense. No getting away from it. So so I had to face everything full on, and that's it. And that's what's going on in there. You can't escape yourself anymore. So the process was, it was a good process. It was day 3, day 4. When day 3 to 4 was coming in, then the visions were starting to kick in, the DMT was happening. And it's quite interesting when you're observing your own mind, right? Especially I was observing my own mind, and you see it's quite linear. It's quite linear. And you think your mind is everything, and your perspective is absolutely everything, and it's your whole reality. But it's quite linear, and there's a beginning and it's an end, and you're somewhere in the middle, or wherever you are in your perceived life, yeah? So I could see this, and this was quite objective, yeah? And then when the DMT kicks in the pineal gland, when your melatonin levels gets up to 25 milligrams, they turn into DMT, and then you start to observe different dimensions, you could say, of reality. That's all I can describe it as. It's my perception of reality, which is now it's quite limited and quite linear. Before it was everything, yeah. But then you start seeing these other dimensions of reality, up, down, sideways, yeah. And it changes my perspective. It changed my perspective on my day-to-day reality. Because I realised that when I started experiencing the different dimensions of reality, which is all dream states, right? Because they're all just dream states, right? That my reality, my life, is just a dream state. And before, it's life, and it's so serious, and it's life, it's life, it's very serious, and it's life, yeah. And we're in a dream state, all the time. And you might get it in your head, but you won't know it till you really see it. And you go, oh, look at that, that's just a dream state. And then you can see all the other dimensions, different dimensions. You're coming in and out of visions or hallucinations, call them what you want, yeah? And you're seeing all these other dimensions. And when you stand back and you start seeing, well, that's a dream, and that's a dream, and that's a dream, and that's a dream, and they're all just dreams. And something kind of broke there in me, broke in a good way. Like, it's more the attachment to the dream broke a little bit. That's all, just a little bit of broke. And the emotional attachment to the dreams, he broke when you're going through your shit, basically, and you're facing your shit full on, and you can't escape your shit, and you do your best to just be with it, and it will pass. It always passes. It will pass. It always passes. Then that starts breaking. that attachment to our dreams, which is our reality, which is our imagination, which is whatever. It changes. So that was good. That was interesting, yeah. That was interesting. So I'm still going through that process. And I think this is really going to help me with the stress, because I suffered severe stress. I said it before, I suffered severe stress most of my life. 4 years ago, I had a really bad nervous breakdown. I was in a really, really bad state, and I've been trying to heal myself for 3.5 years. I'm definitely improving. I would say I'm 60, 70% better, but I've done the whole lot. Like I've done all the acupuncture, I've done the yoga, I've done meditation, I've tried so many different things to actually try to get better. Because I'm a great believer there's always a solution, but if you just keep going at it, you're going to actually get the solution. And for me, the lesson in this was that nobody's going to heal me. There's nobody I can go to that'll actually heal me, and I have to do it myself. And my teacher is the inner teacher. And I think everyone's teacher is the inner teacher. And so-called teachers that